I'm ready to be a people person. I say 6 or 7, like you said, preparation. You just preparing yourself to like get ready for the day. 7 and 8, you just out and about. By 9, when you have food in your stomach, you got fresh air hitting you. You like, okay, cool. I can talk. It's ready to talk.
Was like waiting to the afternoon kind of like feeling like uh hassle or no? So like to do this podcast with me, did it feel like 2 o'clock took forever to get here, or did it kind of feel like it did?
Nah, it felt normal. To me, it kind of felt like the day was moving slow. But like before, I guess we started, like it kind of dragged. But that's because I was being lazy. Most of the work I was doing was on my phone. Like I got I'm doing 2 photo shoots next week, so it was basically just setting up the studio time, making sure I have the proper lights, enough battery. It was just more so just like being online, making sure everything is good. So by next week, Thursday, Friday, I have nothing to worry about. I just give out the times and just go about it from there.
Was you excited to do this one?
A little nervous. I'm not really, I don't know. It's something different, something foreign. So it's like I'm still trying to get comfortable in being in front of the camera and talking.
Well, I mean, I'm in front of the camera today.
Yes. I feel like I don't know, by just looking at your body language, I could tell like you was born to do this. Like you feel comfortable. I mean, the only reason I talk to people is to handle, if I didn't have to have, like, if I were to do photography, like handling business, I'll be to myself. Communication will be on text, on phone. I feel like you got like a more outgoing extrovert. You more extroverted. Like you're good at talking to people, engaging in people. For me, I gotta do it for business, or I gotta do it so I don't be the odd, like the elephant in the room. It's a little bit different, but you gotta get out your comfort zone.
So
This is
like,
me like getting out my comfort zone.
so how was it yesterday? Like, did you feel like was it what you expected? Like, did you feel like you accomplished your goal of getting outside of your comfort zone?
I would say yeah, accomplice. I wouldn't say a goal. Like I didn't know what to expect. So it's like to say accomplish my goal. Like I didn't know what to expect. I didn't think I was able to talk for 30 minutes. You got me to talk for 30 minutes, so
A
I
little
gotta
over,
clap it up.
a little over 30.
Yeah, I was surprised at that. But like when it comes to like engaging a conversation, I'm good at answering questions and like I guess feedback. I like giving feedback. But I could say I was proud of myself because I didn't expect it to go down like that. I didn't know what to expect, honestly, but in my head, I guess I told myself I probably had like 15 minutes. I'm gonna get boring, and it was the total opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was definitely good. Like trying to challenge myself, kind of proud, and I hope I answered all your questions that you asked yesterday. That was another thing I thought about after. Well, I just yapping, or did I like actually give her like the feedback that she wanted or that she requested?
How did it feel like watching it over, like looking at yourself?
I prefer to be behind the camera, like especially like with I guess to me it was dope, but I gotta get used to hearing my voice on I guess on video because I was listening to it. I was like, that's how I sound. Like I
How
was
you
like,
think
oh,
you sound?
not like what I heard. It's some kind of raspy yesterday. I was like, whoa, it's not cute.
I mean, I think sometimes my voice get a little raspy, and sometimes my pitch. I mean, sometimes I stutter. Sometimes I just say whatever, and I just don't care.
You gotta
I
be
don't
like
care
that.
if my voice go deep.
You gotta like build up comfortability in the things you do. So to me, it was like because that was my first time doing it, I was more on critique mode instead of just like enjoying the video. And I feel like even like now looking at you, I can tell that you're enjoying the video, you're not critiquing, you're not saying like, oh, you like you're not calculating the steps of the of the video. You just enjoying yourself. So I'm trying to like get comfortable where I'm not like thinking negative or like just not thinking about how I look or how I sound. It's just to be comfortable, if that makes sense.
What's your favorite song?
I got a couple. I like Tupac. Anything by Tupac, but it depends on my mood. Like if I'm like want to be to myself, I will listen to like rap. Like if I want something uplifting, I'll listen to like R&B. I listen to I like all type of music. Favorite song I could tell you right now at the moment is a UK artist. His name is Maine. I'm gonna tell you the name of the song.
Shout out to the UK artists.
Yeah. Nah, he's definitely dope, up and coming, and I think he gonna make a splash. Oh man, Crystal Tears. Yeah. And it's so astounding to me, like the UK, like when they talk, they have like a strong accent, and I feel like when they sing, that accent just disappears, and like they melodies is just like so harmonic, it's like angelic. You be like, wow, like you don't. To me, I don't expect it, but it's always his voice is definitely different, and it's very calming, very soothing. Do you have a certain song or artist that you listening to right now?
I like Miss Romantic.
The song I recommended.
I've already liked it, yeah. So it was kind of like,
But I sent that for a reason because toward the end, if you actually listen to it, do you know what she's talking about or what she's like trying to incorporate?
I would have to go back and listen.
It's about boundaries. That was the only reason why I sent you that song. Yeah, that was the
But
reason why I sent you that song.
you know what though? Like when I listen to certain stuff, sometimes I like listening to the energy of it. Like I do like lyrics. I do pay attention to that, but at the same time, like it's like, but I like songs where before I know it, the song is over.
I get it. I am the same way too. And like with me, I'll be like that, and like the more I keep hearing it, I'll listen to the lyrics, but then I also like to read it just to make sure if I'm not missing something. But toward the end of that song, she talks about her boundaries. Like she she's too smart for that. She like she knew it wasn't good, and she still didn't set the boundaries. That's why she's in the predicament that she's in. I was like, oh, let me send it to her, see if she catch it. But I figured you'll like the song.
So what
Yes.
about the other song? Did you send that for the same reason?
No, I just thought it was just on shuffle, and I was like, oh, I think you like that as well.
And what song was that?
I totally forgot. You caught me. I gotta go back and check. And like with me, most of the time when I'm listening to music, I like to put it on shuffle. One, I feel that's how you learn different catalogs and different music. Two, hold on, other song was Orbit. Oh no, that was like that song is like more spiritual. I know you into your spiritualities. That was the reason why I sent that.
I heard that song too, and I like that song as well.
Yeah,
I like that. I mean,
I
I've been
figured
like it. Yeah.
got it. But nah, the first one it was like it was like pre-planned. After we got off the little interview, I it ran across my mind and I had to play it again to make sure that it was and it was. So I was like, I know you would like that. I assumed you would like that.
Then the quotes you was sending, they was like, I'm like, wow, that came right on time.
Yeah, like I said yesterday, I feel like with people, we got the same story, just it's just written different. I think we all go through the same thing in life that we don't really talk about. We keep it in. But I feel like with conversation, like listening to people, knowing people, learning people, you'll learn we all got the same struggles. It's just told differently.
Well, like, how did you find those?
on shuffle.
The
On,
quotes.
oh no, oh the quotes is on Instagram. I think it's my algorithm. Like when you start liking or you start viewing certain things, it start popping up. So it'll pop up and I'll just save it.
And that popped up after we got off.
No, I had that from before. I had it on saved.
Wow.
Yeah, like certain quotes I'll save just in case if I have a conversation later on in the future. I go back to it and send it. So hopefully it makes like it helps the person I'm talking to. Yeah.
So, speaking of like what we was talking about yesterday, zodiac kind of thing. I feel like some people freaked out by zodiac signs and stuff.
I don't I don't follow Zodiac. I just like how I gauge Zodiac is by the people that I know. So like I dislike when people be like, "Oh, you don't act like a Gemini or you don't act like a Scorpio, you don't act like Aquarius." Like, because I feel like people like they study them so hard that like they fixated about like the words that they try to paint a picture of the person in their horoscope. Only reason why I said I guess right because my cousin is a Cancer and I have a friend that's a Libra and y'all kind of act the same. So I was like, I wonder if it's coincidence. It was crazy. I was spot on.
Yeah, like I feel like some people they just even like hearing when they as soon as they hear like anything, they can't even continue the conversation. As soon as they hear somebody like say like they if somebody asks them what's their sign, they automatically get defensive. Like they like, oh, you're into that. They just like
Yeah,
but
but
you're
I
not
also
even
feel
yeah.
now I feel people like when they have like a trauma, especially like with a certain sign, it's like PTSD. So they become like aggressive when they hear certain horoscopes. Like I said, I only assume because from what you post and I guess the conversation we had, I was like, she kind of act like my cousin. I wonder if she a Cancer. And it just kept on sitting. I was like, I think she a Cancer. That's why I asked. Because I can see that you're emotional and like you're in tune with your emotions. And I cause to see like the little feistiness. It could have been a Gemini also, but you don't give Gemini vibes. I know a lot of people, so like I'm not gonna say I study how they are. I just like when you have good friends, you just know like you know like their characteristics, you know how they are. And I was like I don't know. It was like I think she a Cancer. Like I can see it. I can see it.
It's like I know you work with a lot of different people and you will continue to work with a lot of different people. And just in general, it's like how do you because even when we was talking about like respecting boundaries and stuff, sometimes like I know I'll have conversations with people and I can kind of tell like if the topic of zodiac comes up, for instance, if I see like they not really into it, I kind of like I don't really talk about it as much because I can tell like they're not even open to the conversation.
Got it. I mean, it happens. You just gotta read the room. Like I'm very observant. I read the room. If I see like if I ask a question or I see the topic is like going south, I'm gonna do my best to change that topic so it doesn't go downhill. You just gotta read the room.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I've had people like so engaged with like horoscope, like they ask me like I don't know if I'm saying it right, like the my birth chart, like I'm a Scorpio. I get it all the time. I don't act like a Scorpio. I get like the evil Scorpio stigma. I'm like, I don't know. I'm me. I don't know why I don't give a Scorpio, but I had somebody ask me like the time I was born. Like I know there's people that goes in deep, that's in deep into it, and like I just listen because it's like it's information. Either you could take the information, learn from it, or be harsh and not take it. It's information. It's not gonna change a lot. I mean, it's not gonna. How can I say it? To me, it's information. It's either you're gonna learn from it or you're just gonna ignore it. I like to learn different things. I like to hear things out because it might not make sense to me now, but later on I might think about it and I'd be like, wait, I remember so and so said this quote, and it could connect later on in life. You just gotta take the information as it fit.
I feel like sometimes I do tend to block out information. Like if somebody talking about something that I probably don't want to talk about, I will sometimes like go into like the shell to into my shell. I don't know.
I get it. I think we all do it. I think we all pick up on the things that we want to pick up. The only reason why I say like I kind of like I do the same, but I like kind of keep a ear open just because like if I don't like if you telling me something I don't know, I'm gonna tell you I don't know, and I'm gonna try to listen to see if I can learn from it. If I can't learn from it, or if it just sound like it's BS, I'm gonna tell you it's BS, or I'm just gonna shut up and just hear it out, and then later on be like, yeah, that don't make no sense to do my own research. But I would say I'm the same way too. But I give it a chance. I said I give it a chance. I try like to give everything a chance. If it don't make sense, 9 out of 10 times I'm gonna say something. It kind of get me in trouble, but I'm learning not to just smile, yes, yes, okay, and then do my research. Then when it comes up again, and me and another person is on the same page and know that the person is talking BS, we'll fact check them. I don't want to fact check them and then I'm wrong, and then I don't mind saying I was wrong, like you're right, like I'm sorry, but I like to do my research just to make sure that this person is not telling me, is not feeding me false information.
Hold on, I need to do a girl check.
I can't see you, so it's very pixelated.
Okay, so
Yes,
last 10 minutes,
yes.
you and then it's like I just can tell like you didn't judge me either because like you kind of knew, I guess, about me and spirituality in a way, and it's like some people I feel like as soon as they see that word they feel some type of way or judgmental. But in general, people be judging, but it's like it's kind of refreshing that you weren't judgmental.
Feel like people judge things that they don't know or they uncomfortable with. You can't be uncomfortable with everything, and you gotta hear things out. Like, who am I to judge? Well, I'm not perfect, and I don't expect you to be perfect. Like, it's one time, like I say, like somebody told me they was they was into spirituality, but I didn't take no offense because who am I to tell them what they believe in? And the only thing I didn't agree with them because I met them on vacation. We started following each other on Instagram, and like I would like normally I would post like a quote about like a prayer or whatever. So she asked me if I'm into like religion. I said yes. She said she could tell because by what I post, and I was like, yeah, because it hit home and it's relatable. So I asked her if she's religious or into does she follow religion? She said no, she don't follow religion. So I was like, oh, but again, who am I to judge? What you do is what you do. What I do is what I do. But she said that she don't believe there's a God, that she don't believe in heaven or hell, but she believed like the universe give energy. So it was like even if I was to judge her, I would have feel like a fool because technically she's not wrong. Well, she's not right. It's true to what she said. I just took the information and I just agree with it to the extent, but I feel like people judge things that they don't understand. We don't have the answers to everything. You just can't be vicious at everything foreign or new to you. I feel like that's when the word ignorant or arrogance come out. Just because you don't know it, you don't believe it, doesn't mean it's not true.
I think the journey of my life is going to be learning how to be myself more and more because I still have moments where I care about how, like, even when I just told you about how, like, the previous conversation we just had, like, I think that kind of came from me thinking about, like, like Zodiac, for instance. Like when I see somebody not really into it, I'll kind of just shut up about it. But it's like if that's something that I do, like let's just say that's something that I really like. I kind of maybe I just need to be around more people that have same interests sometimes, but it's just kind of like it does get annoying sometimes when I'm around people and I don't feel like I can just breathe.
Feel like you gotta find the right people to be with. Like I said before, I feel like people judge things because they don't know or they're unfamiliar with. Who am I to judge? I like to learn. I like to hear things out. Like I'm not perfect and I don't expect you to be perfect. Maybe you could teach me something. I could teach you something. Maybe it's something relatable. Like I can't judge you. I want to listen. I want to learn. And if I can help, I will help. I feel like that's what we're here for, to help each other, to learn from each other, to grow from each other, and not judge.
Like one big one I know, but I think everybody have their like I can't judge. I try not to judge other people too because I don't want them to do that to me. But like even just people who be like, "Oh," and I do have safe spaces where I can be myself, but it's just kind of like I wish the world would just I wish that would be more open than just having to go like with my close ones. Like it's kind of like, why do I have to go? Like, why can't it just? I'm honestly, I am very authentic, regardless. But I can't lie and say sometimes I don't have those. I care about people. I care about how people feel, and I know, like you said, it's information. Some people just don't really know certain things, but that's another reason why I like doing this because I feel like it is kind of helpful for people to start to learn certain things if they're open to it. Like people be
The
like
best.
cursing. Some people they be like, you cursing and you're not supposed to because of I think people be more quick to say stuff like that. Like they won't even hear the whole sentence. They won't hear what was the sentence about.
I agree. The only thing I can tell you is be yourself. The right person would attract to you and elevate you. It's not for everybody. It's not going to be for everybody. Be who you are, and the right people will come to you.
You know what though? People pay attention though. As much as they talk, they pay attention. They be the main ones paying
They
attention.
always going to pay attention. They always going to pay attention. That's why, like I said, be who you are. They always going to watch. They always going to critique. But guess what? They can't. They're not supposed to stop you from being you. Because if you feel strong about what you doing, or if you feel strong about what you're doing, nobody can stop you. So don't let nobody dim your light or make you think otherwise. If you feel strongly about it, go ahead and do it. The right one will come and elevate you. Make sense to the right people. Yes. Don't change for nobody. That's all I ask. Don't change for nobody. Be who you are. See, I don't know you. And look, this is our second video. Be who you are. The right one will come. The right one, you will attract the right people. Does that make sense? Uh, I got millions of questions, but that's for another time.
I mean, we got time if you need to ask them.
I don't know. What made you start your journey?
I don't know. Something. Did you see something pop up on the phone?
Yeah, well, it's for me. It's telling me reconnecting. I think it's
Oh,
my service. Wait, hold on. All right, yes, back now. Yes,
what type of journey?
your spirit. What made you get into spirituality? What made you become more like spiritual?
I talked about this on my podcast on Spotify, but like. it was, I think one, I realized like I'm always ready to learn, kind of like you. So I was watching something on TV, and this woman, she was talking about how she was having basically mental health issues in a way. And I could just see her whole demeanor just looked like heavenly. It just looked like I feel like it's so real when you can feel how people, you can sit beside somebody and really feel like, are they happy with their life? Are they happy with anything? Like, and she just looked and just through the TV, I was just like, man, I want to be like that.
I believe that saying, like, certain people, like, for me, this is why I believe in it and I can never judge, even though I wouldn't say I'm fully, like, fledged into it. Like, you ever seen, like, certain people where you could feel like they have a nasty spirit, like a nasty, like, energy, and you have certain people that have, like, a welcoming, a warm energy. I can say I believe that because people come to me. I'm quiet as a mouse. I'm always person in a party place event. I'm in my phone. I'm to myself, just observing. And people always come to be like, "Yo, even though you don't speak as much, but I can tell you got a good soul, and I can feel that about way about people. It's people that I don't talk to, and they be like, "Yo, I've never said a word to you. Why you always like distance?" And I just be like, "I don't know. It just you just feel you just feel dark. I don't know." Can't explain it, but what you just said, I 100% agree. Like certain people, you don't have to, they don't have to be there, but you can feel their presence and you can know if they're good, if they're bad, if they're sour, if they're like, so I agree.
And also just like knowing that life happens, and I wasn't always like, when I think about dark too, it's like sometimes people just be going through things that they have no idea that they're going through. And sometimes it's just some people have that fun energy, some people have that morning energy. So it's like I think everybody just kind of got different energies about themselves. And then another thing,
Yeah.
mm, I mean, I kind of was just in a place where I just wanted different.
Do you feel you got different since starting your journey?
Absolutely. Oh, I know what I was gonna
I
say.
can see. Yeah.
Um, and then it's also like I wouldn't, for me necessarily. I think when it comes to spirituality, I think people try to say like, "Oh, this person's spiritual, so everybody's gonna be the exact same person." That's not true. Like to me, I don't think that's true. So don't. It's I feel like you can't like judging me based off of someone else. Yeah, maybe like things that's in common, but when it comes to me, I feel like I've always had that spiritual. I've always had that, but it's like I didn't become aware of it fully, like terms and all, until I grew until that point when I saw her and started digging way deeper, and then I started realizing like, wow, okay, I was heavily protected. I was this is why things were working out. Like stuff just started making sense to me.
Because you had your breakthrough. You heard me?
Yeah, you got any more questions?
You had your spiritual.
Oh yeah.
Um, no, I was saying that's because you had your spiritual awakening. That's why it makes sense to you.
Mhm.
Yeah, but nah, I agree. I understand what you're saying, and it makes sense. I'm happy you started your journey and you found what you was looking for.
Any more
Yeah,
questions?
not at the moment. Okay, thank you for this convo.
No problem.
Hopefully we have more
Yeah.
later.